special episode of Hot Tub Time Machine. It is Bathtub Time Machine.
Woohoo! With the sisters.
Because it's windy outside.
Yeah.
And we were like, do you think we could still fit in the tub? And yeah, we can.
So it turns out we can. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
How's it going?
You know what she said to me today? She came here before, she came to my house before she came here. She said, all I do is talk shit about her.
Yeah. We gotta be a little bit nicer to our
I feel like I've been so sweet. I can't be any sweeter. I literally can't be any sweeter.
We legitimately love our mother.
We love her to death.
Yeah.
So before we get into it, you know how we had all those ghost stories?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, maybe I'll save it at the end because I definitely had more ghost stories and I brought something to Mom's house.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. You know that my vacation with the most haunted hotel is coming up.
And
right?
you know what? I was actually telling my massage therapist about the podcast, and I told her about your hotel stay. Like I just told her the bare bones.
Oh, I'm telling everybody, so everybody can't wait for this. I'm letting them know. Jeez Louise.
I wouldn't sign up for that, but that's not my journey, that's your journey.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna get through that, so.
I'm drinking alcohol.
Cheers.
So today we are talking about
celebrity cancel culture?
Well, I think we're talking about canceling celebrity culture.
So celebrity cancel culture is not the same as canceling celebrity culture?
It's not, but this will be fun to see what we end up talking about.
Well, I did some research that you sent me.
Okay, yeah.
So I have been reading.
But I think, like, cancel culture is when someone's like, oh, you said something wrong, you're canceled. Whereas...
Which is kind of what we were talking about
with the Blake Lively.
Yeah.
But I think that the canceling celebrity culture is, like, taking it one step further than that.
Well, I definitely think that there were some really valid points where it's like we pedestal these people because they were fortunate enough to be able to have either their faces or their voices recorded, and you know, basically that's why they're idolized at the end of the day, right? And I don't know, like, before we go into this, like, have you ever met a celebrity?
Have I met a celebrity? Yes, but I've met, like, weird celebrities.
Yeah. So, one of the things, like, that somebody said is, like,
Wait, who have you met?
So I fangirled one time, and this isn't necessarily a celebrity, but I feel that this celebrity does deserve to have, did deserve my respect, and here's why. The person that I fangirled over is Shaun T. Do you know who that is?
I feel like 94 rings a bell. Was this something like, was he popular in 94?
No. So do you ever remember the crazy, like, exercise craze insanity?
Oh, yes!
Yes. So Shaun T is...
But I never did that exercise, but I heard you talking about it because I feel like there was like a before and after situation with it. Yes.
And he also did a P90.
Was he P90X? Remember we used to do that together? We used to live together and we did P90X.
No, that was too early. So he did...
That was Tony. Was
Tony,
it?
yeah.
We did with Tony.
But it's the same, body, like, I don't even remember the brand, but anyway. He's an exercise, he does insanity, and he did another one it was called something 90 because it was like 90 days, and it was like I did the actual full thing. I ended up getting a t-shirt. I gave my before and after, I finished the whole thing, did everything as per the thing, and I got a t-shirt.
When was this?
Oh gosh, so this was like, we're talking early 2000s, 2014. Area.
Oh, 2014.
So I'm in the airport.
Ooh.
And I'm headed for a birthday bash in 2014, and I'm in the airport and I recognize his husband.
Oh.
And I'm like,
what was your first thought?
Why do I recognize this guy? Why do I recognize this guy? Why do I recognize this guy? Then I realize, and then I see Shaun T. And I would never go, like, I saw Joey Fatone from in a restaurant, same restaurant as me when I was in San Antonio, and like I would never go up to him. I would never go up to a celebrity or a fangirl, but I had to go up to him. And I was so emotional because of how I felt that he carried me and got me through this journey. You know what I'm saying? So like, I do feel like he touched me. And do you know, like, I will never forget, and I don't know where the picture is, but he was so gracious. And I'm like, I am so sorry.
Oh, you took a picture.
Yeah.
Fun.
His husband took it, Scott. I said, I am so sorry to bother you, and I don't want to interrupt your time. I'm like, I just need you to know that I completed your, you know, this and that. And I, like, it's changed my life, and I really appreciate it, and this and that. And he goes, you know what? He goes, I wasn't having a great day. He goes, you just turned it around. He was so great. And then Scott offered to take a picture of us.
That's nice.
And, oh man, I wish I had the picture because we can insert it, but I don't. And like, I said, do you want to be in the picture? He's like, no, that's okay. So, and I got a picture with him. And so like, when it comes to something like that, and I think that in one of the videos that we looked, they were talking about like Tony Robbins and how like he helps people, and then that, like, that's a different story. But like, I do feel like even like what we're doing, like influencers and stuff like that, going on a pedestal because you got a viral video, you know, we're the same. Like, we breathe the same air. It's just like, a lot of the times I feel like even if you go in today's world and it's just like your boss, if you were walking down the street and you don't know who that guy is, you're no different than me. You're not intimidating me only because I know you make more money. Like, that's the status, right? And it's not to say that they don't work hard. And it's not to say that celebrities, there are many celebrities that use their fame for good, i.e. Nicola.
My angel.
Yeah. You saw that she cut her hair.
What?
I showed you, I sent you the video, she cut her hair.
She cut her hair?
No.
What?
I showed you that video. She cut her hair.
When did she cut her hair?
I sent you a video, I will send
I just saw a picture of her in Malta. She didn't have cut hair.
Oh, maybe this was old, or maybe
Yeah, she used to have shorter hair. Trust me, I'm
to here?
I'm a psycho. I'm a psycho, yes.
Oh.
I'm a psycho fan. Here's my thing. Like, I can tell you, other than Nicola Coughlan, I don't care about any celebrity. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about a celebrity. Like, even like Taylor Swift, who I love her music, I don't want to have a conversation with you because, like, I feel like it would be so flippin' awkward.
That's so funny because you were a journalist.
I hate it. I hate it. No, yeah, you know what? It's different though because, so I never interviewed anyone too high profile. Like the most was like, I did like these these professional skaters, like, and oh, you know who I could have interviewed him, but I didn't. The guy who did like Crybaby and what was that guy? Like, remember the Johnny Hairspray? The guy who created Hairspray.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's so famous. He's very famous. Anyways, I went to like this press thing and he was there. But anyway, like, when you do those conversations, you literally have what you have to say right in front of you because you've written out the conversation, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas if I was to walk up to someone and I don't even know you and it's like, where do we go from here? You know, like, hey, we don't know each other. Can I take your picture? So anyways, I would never have the desire to do that. The only person I would potentially want to do that with is Nicola Coughlan, but now I feel like there's like different levels of celebrity, right?
Sure,
so,
of course.
Like Sean T, like,
is not necessarily
you made
that
his day because he still kind of have a normal life. Like, he can still go down in the airport and have this normal life, but now with social media and like digital cameras and the paparazzi, there's so many people that don't have a normal life, and I think that that's insane.
Well, and I know this is going on a little bit of a tangent, but like, I also, again, like, relevant news, Chapel Roan.
Yes, and we're like such super fans in my house. Like, even my 3-year-old is obsessed. Like,
so
Maddie, super fans.
Maddie was a fan of Chapel Roan. My daughter was a fan of Chapel Roan, like way before anybody else.
Yeah,
she wasn't even big.
She knows the artists as they're up and coming. She's very young.
Yeah. So that was, we don't fit in here like we used to. Oh, girl. Okay.
What's happened?
Well, my legs were getting a little. We'll hopefully edit this out. Okay,
Is this still recording?
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna go a little bit of this styles now. But so this is also my point. This also is like, I'm just looking at my dirty appliances toilet. Like,
Can't look at it.
I'm really grossed
We're in a
out.
spa.
We're
not in your bathroom. We're in a spa.
We are clean people.
No,
I
they
guess
are.
the husband is not allowed to do the toilets anymore. Anyway, I absolutely agree with her sentiments on that. Because I 100% because everybody, especially in this day and age, deserves to have consent. No matter what. So you know what? I'm sure if she's and I'm gonna go off on a tangent, but have you seen the video of a teacher and what she has? So she has a lineup to her class, right? And there's a
like handshake, high five.
handshake, high five, or hug, and the kid they do it. And I feel like if Chapel does a meet and greet or something like that, and she deserves, just because she's a celebrity, she deserves to have that consent, as does anybody in the world. Somebody comes up to me, I can decide whether I'm going to allow them to hug. So for anybody to come up just because they're familiar to us because we listen to their craft, also needs to be respected, that they don't just...
I think that everything she said was valid. I just think that the way she delivered it could have been better, but she's so young, and that's why, like, how many times a day am I like, I'm so glad I didn't have social media when I was young. I'm so glad there was nothing, like no proof of those years, because I would have been the same or worse.
Yeah.
So I think that the way she handled it, no, she probably should have, maybe had some PR help with that. But for sure, she has every right to have a normal life. Everyone does. I don't think that it's fair that you're literally living in a situation where like cameras could be like hiding with a long lens or jumping out at you. People are screaming in your face. You can't, have like dinner with your family without someone bothering you. I think that like that needs to stop, because you know what? Like, they don't owe us anything. But I also think that we need to remove our gaze from these people, because, like, yeah, I like listening to her music, but I don't care about her personal life.
Yeah.
I don't care about her personally. There's, other than Nicola Coughlan, because I honestly have a problem, but even her, I think that if I saw her, I don't think I would say anything to her. I would want that picture of the two of us together, but I think that at the expense of her thinking I was an asshole, like, and not that she would think that, but I imagine that there would be that split second where she would be like, oh, I was, enjoying like 5 seconds on my phone, or I was enjoying like having a coffee in peace, and now someone's coming up to me, and just that 5 seconds would ruin that moment for me anyway.
But would you give her the option
of what?
Like, if you were to see
You know what? Actually, I've thought of this, obviously. I thought about it. What I would want to do is like, and I've heard like some stories of this happening, like catching her eye and being like, or like not creepy, but being like, you're awesome. But I don't come up, I don't like let anyone else know that I've recognized her. And then we have a fun moment, but that's it.
Did you do something like this?
Oh,
or like what? How did the new people?
I wouldn't even. I'd just be like, no, that wouldn't work. I think I would just want to like maybe mouth like you're awesome. Yeah, or something like less creepy, but it'd probably come off as creepy. But I feel like she would be like, thank you. Like, that was nice, but now I'm not, like, people are
because
coming
you
up.
gave her the choice.
Yeah, well, I don't think she'd be like, come over. I think she'd be like, great. Like, I don't think because, like, I think, like, especially when it's, like, Chaperone, like, a brand new, like, overnight fame, that must be so overwhelming. But, I mean, even season, like, and that's why I think the celebrities get so friggin' mean. It's because, like, they don't have any privacy. They don't have any personal life. So they go out and they have to put this armor on, and they're nasty. But, like, reality is, like, they don't live this kind of life that I, care about in any, like, like, it's a very frivolous, a lot of access, a lot of luxury goods.
Nothing that we can really relate to.
It's nothing I would aspire to. The reason I like Nicola so much is that she's so friggin' smart. Like, she will, like, she's like, she's so well spoken. So
from what we know, like, again,
well, what I do know is that she has 2 degrees.
Fair.
Like, and she's also done a lot of like she has done professional writing. So obviously that's something that I like. But like when she was asked about her ceasefire pin, she has the goods to back it up. She's not doing it for like a poster. She's like, yeah, this, and she also has like the self-aware to be like, yeah, I have the ability. Like, yeah, I'm not a politician. I can't change those things, but I can raise.
This probably looks really weird.
Girl, just get yourself comfortable. Cross your legs at the ankle.
That's what it's
Cross
hurting
them at
me.
the goddamn
It's
ankle.
not hurt. Is it not hurting? You've got
No,
like,
girl. What was that?
this happens all the time, but I also have a ghost story.
Yeah, that's a ghost. Anyway, she has the goods to back it up, which is, and she's raised all kinds of money. Like maybe she can't make political change, but she can raise money for aid and relief. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, like I really admire what she's done and the person she is, and I also think that she seems like very open and lovely and welcoming. Whereas like that's not what I think of when I think of most celebrities. I think that they're mean. I think that they're friggin' hungry as hell. And I think that they're just like so removed from the real world because they have to be.
Do you know who I would absolutely love and I would probably just like is Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, I do feel like she's one that would be nice about it.
But here's the thing,
like how
you still have to have boundaries, even though she is. But again, because that's what the difference is, in that people like sometimes go crazy. It's like when she's on her show, she is in a controlled environment that she has consented to.
But she gives you access to her.
And she's open. But if I'm like in an airport and she's there, I'm not just gonna be like,
no,
hey,
that's
come
crazy.
here, we're buddies, because it's like
my caveat to all of that is that if it's a child. Not a child actor, but if my kid was to see Chapel Roan, I would be pissed if she was not anything but like, you know.
Yeah, but you wouldn't put your kid in that position.
No.
You don't put your kid in that position, especially in these days and age.
Let's say that you're at the airport and, you know, if I was there with my daughters and Chapel Roan walked by, or Billie Eilish walked by, or, you know, one of their YouTuber whatever people walked by, and they were excited and they wanted to go say hi, and if they were rude, I would be pissed. Because, like, I understand you're a celebrity, I'm an adult and I have self-control, and these kids, like, they're excited.
I think the expectation is that I'm sure that the problem is not to say hi. I'm sure it is that people expect them to stop, to take a picture, to do this and this, and sometimes that's not feasible. I'm sure that if it was a kid, if they were to go up and they would say hi, I need to do a little bit of a scroll for a second. What's going on with our hairstyles? I just went with this moment because you were doing the side. I just needed to say, so I'm like...
Abby said, my daughter said this was such an aggressive ponytail, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, so I went with the high pony on top of my head. I have what do you call it?
No qualms about this?
No, I have no business having this high ponytail on my head.
I'm rocking this with confidence.
I'm matching you.
And
I'm just like, is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
The problem is that I just don't know if they can see us. Because I feel like I'm seeing spots, but maybe that's just...
Oh, it might be condensation.
But it's not hot in here, but I don't know.
Well, so, I don't know. I can't see
just
my
hope for the
glasses
best. Can you edit that?
Steam?
Can you edit the video quality? Because right now, from what I'm seeing, it looks like there's clouds all around.
So that makes it fun.
Okay.
Or it's ghosts. Steam and ghosts. So, what I feel like, and I said this in the Blake Lively, because like Blake Lively, you know what? Okay, who are the celebrities that in real life you think are the biggest bitchs in real life? Like, is there celebrities, like, for me it's like in particular, well, I guess there's some singers, but that I'm like, I know you're nasty. I just get that vibe. Taking too long. J-Lo, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Nicole Kidman, and I think Blake Lively.
I'm trying to think of all.
If I see a movie that they're in, I'm automatically, if they're a main character, I'm not watching it.
I would say Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
But I just not Anne Hathaway.
You know what? Emily Blunt. I saw an interview with her.
Really?
I liked her. I really liked her, and I really liked a lot of her movies, and I love her husband. But I saw an interview where she made a fat-shaming comment about a waitress that served her, and that's all it took for me to be like, canceled.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I think that also you have to think about too, like how people like.
She was on a talk show.
Okay.
She was telling a story that, like, obviously they like prepare your story, then we're gonna promo your whatever you're.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. She's probably totally fat shamed, and that's horrible. But I'm talking about when we're talking about also celebrities that are like. I think that one thing you have to take into effect, and you could 100% understand this, is that if they are somewhere with their children, then I'm gonna assume that anybody's gonna be on their like fierce mama bear game, and they're gonna be rude to you.
Well, yeah. Well, and also like. Here's the thing, like, the only thing that is special about them is their notoriety. Really, like, it's not, and like, for me, also, like, if you have this celebrity status, but all you're doing is peddling makeup or designer bags or clothing to people, then to me, that's such a waste of your platform. If you're not doing something to make the world a better place, I really don't give an F. So that's why I'm like, Angelina Jolie, like, I think she did a lot of wonderful things. I still don't want to meet her, but I mean, the fact that you would have this platform, and instead of doing some good in this world, you would be influencing, you know, these unrealistic beauty standards or this lifestyle that's not attainable to like 90% of the world. Like, to me, it's just like, I don't have time for that. I don't want to pay attention to that. I think that if people took all this time that they spent following these celebrities on social media or whatever, and instead directed their attention to more pressing matters like what's happening in even their local politics, like, imagine all the power in that instead of looking at these celebrities. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not canceling these individual celebrities. It's we should not care about this. Even influencers, we should not care about this. Take the focus where you could actually do
because
something
it's supposed to be entertainment, and that's entertainment, and entertainment has a boundary.
Entertainment is their shows. Entertainment is their songs.
But
I don't care about their personal life.
There was a video that you sent me that I really, really loved, and I loved about how, and again, because my daughter's just gone away for a performing arts school, and I love about how they said, like, there is so much local talent, and me myself being in a local band that we travel around.
Local.
There's so many, like, and I loved how they said, like, have friends over and each film a video and then do a festival yourself, like, because we live close. There's TIFF right now. We've got celebrities crawling through our city, and literally I work just down the street from them.
We
from
should
where TIFF is.
we should go to TIFF and go see something and film something.
I think we're like past the thing. Like, open last week. Was it 2 weeks that we've got?
Yeah, you can go to, like, you can go and see little things. Like, you can't go to probably get tickets for
one of my
big things.
girlfriends from high school is actually involved. I'm so proud of her.
You know what? I volunteered at TIFF.
I love that.
I
for you.
volunteered at TIFF one year. Oh, I didn't tell you the celebrity I met. Well, the celebrity I met was Kathy Najimy, which is, she's been in a lot of things, but the thing I would know her from is Hocus Pocus. She's the purple witch.
Hocus Pocus.
No, the green witch, the red witch, the red witch.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus.
But the situation that
Bette Midler was the red witch.
No, she's green.
Oh.
How I met her was that I was in training to work at this camp when I was in high school for, like, special needs adults and I guess teenagers, and they were filming at the camp at the same time. She was filming a movie.
Awesome.
So basically they were like, everyone be quiet, and then you can go and meet her.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Was she nice?
Yeah, she was nice, but...
you also met a mean singer.
What singer? You know who was mean? Was Sue Johansson was mean.
Oh yeah, you said Sue
Johansson. She was like my idol, and she was so mean. And you know what? She gave me the look. She was annoyed with me because this was at college, and I was covering, she came to the college to do a talk, and I was covering it, but I had to take pictures of her, and the freaking camera, they're like, use our best camera, and I was like, okay, but the camera had an automatic flash that you could not turn off, and she was pissed off at me because I was flashing, but I had no choice, and I was also like 20, like, come on. But she gave me that look of like, you're annoying me, and I was like, you're the worst. You are the freaking worst.
What was the band? It was like
Dashboard Confessional.
Dashboard
He was not mean.
Oh.
I feel like
Why do I keep thinking he was mean?
No, I met him in line.
Sam Roberts?
No, Sam Roberts was nice. No, Dashboard Confessional is
Why Why did I think that one of those guys was mean to you? I tell everybody.
Who was mean? No, only Steve Johansson. No, Chris. I want to say Cordova, but no, I don't feel like that's
Cornell?
No, he's from Dashboard Confessional still. We're still a Dashboard Confessional.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, no, we were like slightly flirty, and then I was like taking pictures because I was like up at the front, and then I felt like, no, but you know what? Is afterwards, a common family friend told me that he was nasty to her.
Oh, that's what
it was. Because he was like, anyways. Anyways, yeah, but like we said, I think that it's important to keep some perspective here and
teach your children.
And yeah, and just like, because like obviously I follow Nicola Coughlan, but like I don't follow her, you know, to a point of like, I don't know like things about her personal life. Like I know what she puts on social media.
Exactly.
To that
you
point.
know what she's put out there, what she wants us to.
Yes, exactly. What she's comfortable sharing.
And it's a fun boundary, and as long as you teach your children, and that's the problem too, is that like a lot of times, you know, mothers will show up at people's houses, influencers or whatever, and be like, oh, my daughter's such a fan, or my son's such... I've heard stories of this.
Okay, so listen to this. So Luke Newton just dropped photos. He had gone and stayed at a hotel, and it was like a promo. He dropped photos. The hotel had to take down the photos because people were calling the hotel asking who he stayed with. And they were harassing the hotel. And it's like, so...
People are too invested. And I think a lot of it's paparazzi, to be honest. Like, it should be. Like, a lot of
I think it's crazy fans because they wanted to get the scoop of who he was
so
with.
That's the problem.
But guess what? It's none of your damn business.
Girls and boys.
Who cares?
Let's not do that.
No, guys.
It's not mindful.
It's
not cutesy.
It's not demure.
No.
And it's completely unnecessary. And also... That's why
it's not our business.
Don't make him mean.
No,
I feel like he's still a nice boy. Don't make him
I
mean.
don't want people coming up like, if I was to strike up a conversation with somebody in like Starbucks or something, like in a lineup, like as you do, it was like in that controlled moment where I had consent, I had that conversation with you. Don't show up at my house because you know, I looked at your driver's license or something like that, and I just thought, I'd say, hey, don't do that.
Well,
that's
the real life too. Is that these people have real life stalkers, and like everything is also them thinking, am I making safe choices and stuff? So I just feel like maybe we don't need to have all these pictures, and maybe we don't need to be reading these like InStyle magazines, or not InStyle, and Touch and things like that. And
you know, back in the day, like what did we do when we were kids? We bought the magazines and we put the pictures on. We put the pictures on our wall.
But they were definitely like they were the pictures they wanted to release. It was everything like done in a studio.
Yeah, it wasn't like paparazzi pics. So yeah, so be respectful both ways. These are just human beings that have, you know, they've got a lot of money. That's basically the difference.
And honestly, like, if you look at these celebrities, like, money does not buy you happiness, because so many of them look so freaking miserable. Ben Affleck all the time. So, like, you know what? You're aspiring to be something that might not even, in the end, make you happy. So why don't you look towards your family, towards your
also,
community?
Again, I can't imagine, like, you know how painful certain family situations are.
And then having it in public. No,
like,
that's disgusting.
It's almost like having to deal with it, like being in front of your kids and like trying to hide it. Like it's just, and then having like people snapping and like and rude questions, and like everybody's trying to find a scandal these days, right? Everybody's trying to cancel
they just yell mean things at them to like try to get them to look like they're crying.
It goes
or something.
both ways. Like it's just like.
You would not want to live in that fishbowl, so let's just avert our eyes. Like it doesn't matter. You know, they're still gonna be able to make their money. We don't need to be feeding into this. Like it's enough. Now, did you bring a memory? Do you have a memory prepared? This is the time where we talk about old memories. I have no memories. I did bring some more ghost stories.
Well, I have a tiny little ghost story that happened today.
Oh, God!
I feel actually in here. I had a bath earlier today. I also showered though, so don't you worry. And I cleaned out the tub, so don't feel gross.
Mine did not go there until you put it there.
So this could be something nothing, but I'm in here and like I'm alone. Todd had gone out, and I was like filling up the bath or whatever, and then there was like a knock at the window.
Gross.
Like right there. Like we're two things. Like, and then I thought like I saw shadows like walking. Like I don't know.
Was it a bird?
No, because it's so weird. Like I was thinking like how could like this shadow like I don't know.
So glad we're in here now. Oh. You know what's so funny? And like, there's a big ghost story that I can't remember it for the life of me, but I was like, oh, this was a major thing that happened. But anyways, so I don't know if I said this last time, but when I was editing the ghost story one, like I was in my dining room and like I was all by myself. It was dark and the lights started flickering. Did I tell you that? Oh,
I just wouldn't have done that. But
gross. And it did freak me out when I was editing. It freaked me out. But so. What happened was, remember the ghost story, the big thing was that the door had opened and that was what scared me? Did I tell that? So that had happened, right? So that had just happened. Yeah, so then, the lights were flickering when I was editing it, and then sometime later, I was downstairs in the basement working out, and
you working out?
Yeah, I was. And actually, there's a Chapel Roan dance workout.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, and I'm working out, and my son has this like little kitchen that like I got used, and I swear to God, we've never used the sounds on it. I didn't know if it had batteries, and all of a sudden the burner turned on, and I was just like, oh, it's great. And then I was like, I'm not going to give this any attention, but I had to walk over and I had to turn it off. And it's like not one of those things where you would just move it a little bit. You have to crank it to turn the thing on. And I said, like, I even said, like, Thor, have you ever done? And he's like, no. I mean, he's not reliable. So that happened. I was like, oh, this sucks. But I was just like, I'm just going to keep working out because, like, I'm living my life. So then we go over to my mom's for the weekend. And, oh yeah, I went to mom's. And we're all in the kitchen, and there's like this door here.
Do you think Mom's house is haunted? I do.
Oh, well, I've never thought it before, but I think I brought something over there.
Oh, no, I do think it was I thought it was haunted before.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've never had an experience there before, but we're all in the kitchen, and you know the door that leads to the laundry room?
Yeah.
We're all just sitting there, and it just like opens on its own, and I was like right beside my middle daughter, and I was like, did you see that? She's like, no, you're crazy, but she had saw it. And like the dog hadn't moved it. There's no flipping wind. All the doors are closed. There's AC on. Like there's no breeze. And it wasn't like it opened a little bit. Opened the whole way. And I was like, oh, I brought something.
Oh, I think something's there.
Yeah, well, what have you seen there?
It's just I've not seen anything. I've never seen anything. It's just
I won't
like
be going back.
The
just
vibes,
based on your vibes, I'm not going back.
It's but I think that it's their old pets. Like I don't think it's bad. Like I don't feel like it's bad. I don't feel negative energy. Like I never have felt negative energy.
No.
I don't think it's bad. And so like as much as like again this upcoming like people, if anybody wants to give me some advice as to how to handle the couple of nights in Seattle.
Don't go to a haunted hotel.
Well, I don't have a choice.
You don't.
So I'm absolutely going to go up to the person at the front desk and just be like, I'm laying it on the line. I don't care.
You know what I would do is I would bring like some sage and I'd just be like, actually, you'd probably be a non-smoking room and they'd probably charge you like $500 if you did it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
But I would.
Oh my God, listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
So the masseuse lady, I was talking to her, she said there's an app you can get on your phone.
There is.
Oh my God, do you know about
the
this?
The Spirit Talker?
I was like, I would never use that in a million years. She's like, we've used it around her house. She has a ghost in her house. But she said that they like...
Was it the Spirit Talker? Is that what it is? The Spirit Talker app?
She didn't tell me the name of it. She just told me what it did. And I was like, that sounds terrible. That it'll talk to the ghost for you. I'm like, that sounds terrible.
Or the ghost talks to you.
That sounds terrible. Oh, I remember my old story. Okay, we're going to take you back to like... I want to say it would have been like 1998.
Yay!
Ew, gross. So, for some reason, I'm gonna go to a sleepover at my friend's house, my male friend's house. My friends and I were all like 17 or 18 at the time. Maybe 16, 17 or 18-ish. and we all indulged in a little bit of the devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
We went back to his house and we decided to use a Ouija board. And so every time I've used a Ouija board, it's been kind of like these involuntary movements that kind of move it and nothing really happens. I swear to effing God, this thing was going like this and it jumped off the board into my lap. So like we were like, you know, part of it we were like, you can't believe it. You're also like under the influence and you're like, what's even happening? But I can tell you that my hands have gone off it. Like everyone's hands kind of got knocked off it because it was going so fast and it kept moving. Like it wasn't like one person couldn't have, like it that's how it felt. And it also, so it was talking to me specifically, and it was talking about mom going on a trip, and it was trying to warn me about it. And it was said that she was going to go to Jamaica. Well, at this time, she was planning on going to a cruise, but I didn't know where she was going, so no one there knew where she was going, and it was going to Jamaica. Yeah, it was gross. And also, like, so my boyfriend at the time, I guess we had lit candles, but all he remembers is like, this is garbage, and this is real, like, blow out this candle. And it was like a set of 4, and he pointed to like one in the middle, and he literally like went to walk away and it went psh, and just that one went out. And then I got to sleep in the basement by myself. Everyone went home and I was like, can't wait to, and this happened in the basement. Yeah, and like that's why like I would never allow a Ouija board in my house.
No.
And that spirit talker reminded me of a Ouija board, and I'm like, you do not open those doors. I would not. Even like when I don't even talk about the ghost encounters in my home. I won't even voice it because I'm like, I'm not giving it energy. I never act scared.
Thanks for bringing it into my home.
I brought it to mom.
Bye bye.